Howdy, howdy. How's it going? On a subjective level. Woke up to give my cat his medicine and I feel pretty awake, so I'm just gonna be live streaming for a little bit so I feel tired again. And then I'll go back to sleep. Let's talk about this red lamp behind us, the user manual for the MITO red light. Located in Scottsdale, Arizona, MITO red light is decorated is dedicated to bringing the highest powered, highest quality red light therapy lights to the market at the best possible value. I've extensively studied and realized the benefits of red light therapy firsthand. Meter Red Light was brought into existence in order to provide consumers truly affordable yet highly effective red light therapy options. Meter red lights are general wellness devices and are not intended to cure or diagnose any medical conditions. Use of this device is designated to help promote overall health and wellness by providing cellular function by supporting cellular function. Hello, whoever's watching. Meter red lights should be only used to operate based on user guidelines. Blah, blah, blah. Use for 10 minutes. So they're working up to 10 minutes. Sessions over the course of a couple weeks. Blah, blah, blah. You can use it for 15 minutes in one session. We recommend use of 4 to 10 times. Basically, you can use it in 15 minutes, but you can also use it over 15 minutes if you want, but no more than half an hour in one spot. Is meter red light safe? Yes. Clinically proven to be effective and safe. However, we always recommend consulting with your healthcare provider. Consult with your doctor if you're worried, y'all. Will light therapy treatment cause detox symptoms? It is possible that a MITO red light therapy can cause some detox-related symptoms while your body accumulates. If you experience these types of issues, we recommend stopping the treatment until the symptoms go away. Then start out at a 2 to 3 minutes per treatment area, then work your way slowly up to 10 minutes. Basically, these bad boys are some high-grade medical stuff, so it can quite literally detox. What if my skin is burned or damaged? Red light therapy is clinically proven to help damaged skin heal from cuts, burns, or other blemishes. We recommend consulting with your healthcare provider if you have any concerns. I have some sunburn, so hopefully this will help a little bit. What if we have a pre-existing health condition? Blah blah blah. NAR is just beyond the visual spectrum and is not invisible and is invisible to the naked eye. You will only naturally be able to see the pink dot of a pink still glow emanating from LEDs which are on. Please rest assured there is a significant amount of light energy emanating from the LEDs. The LEDs are the ones you can see right here. See if I turn these off, you can see you can see if you see those guys. That's the NIR, the infrared. You can feel the infrared's heat, but you can't actually like. Red and near infrared light therapy, also known as photobiomodulation, involves the use of specific wavelengths of natural light in the mid 600 to 800 nanometer range to enhance the health and function of our cells. Red infrared light is without any harmful UVs or excessive heat, so it's very safe. Basically, this bad boy, 100% safe, better than tanning in the sun for your shit. So I like this bad boy. How does it work? The well studied mechanism of actual surrounding cells. Sorry. The most well-studied mechanism of action surrounding the red and near-infrared light therapy is increased mitochondrial energy production in the cells. Mitochondria are tiny organelles that are in energy power plants of all cells of your body. Red and near-infrared light helps mitochondria create more of the energy. Blah blah blah. I've already said this before in the past. The specific photons found in red and near-infrared light interact with all photoreceptors within our cells, called cytomachal whatever bullshit. This interaction stimulates the mitochondria in our cells to use oxygen more efficiently, which allows the mitochondria to produce more ATP. I've already talked about that, but hell yeah. Um, and then we see whatever triple flippin' whatever big long word is a complex organic chemical that produces energy to drive many processes in living cells: muscle contractions, nerve impulse propagation, chemical synthesis. Found in all forms of life, ATP is often referred to as the molecular energy unit of, molecular unit of currency of intracellular energy transfer. Basically, you need to do anything with your body, move your fingers, digest shit. You need ATP, and this bad boy right here helps it produce more ATP. When our cells have more energy, they simply perform better, and our body follows suit. What are the benefits? Over 3,000 scientific studies and peer-reviewed clinical trials have shown that conducting the benefit and effectiveness of red and near-infrared light. It's been shown that near light can have significant health benefits, including but not limited to increased energy, enhanced fat loss, enhanced muscle recovery, s- decreased inflammation of joint pain, improved health and appearance of our skin, increased collagen production, improved mood and cognitive function, faster wound healing, improved homogeneal health, improved quality of sleep, and much more. The benefits are so wide range due to mechanical action, including cellular energy production. The much more includes libido, baby. Just kidding, but it's true. Maintenance does not require any maintenance beyond basic care and regular cleaning. Cleaning is easy. Just apply the light and wipe the surface with a cloth or paper toweling. Do not use harsh cleaning chemicals. Yeah, basically, if you have the money to spare, you have seasonal depression, just depression, or anything that you think could be beneficial for you, aka like skin conditions, muscle pain, get yourself MITO. And if MITO wants to sponsor this, they're more than welcome to. Just kidding. Uh,
I don't know, y'all. This is a little bit surprising and a little bit interesting. I'm going to share it with you. I'm curious what all you guys think. Manu Raju of CNN, chief congressional correspondent, tweeted this the other day. So there's a new poll. Quote, overall, 47% of Republicans and Republican-leaning registered voters say Trump is their first choice for the party's nomination for president, down from 53% in a May CNN poll. Favorability among GOP voters also dips from 77% in May to 67% now. So remember, this is among Republican voters. There's been a 10-point drop in a month. 10 points in a month. Okay. And as I said, it went from 53%.
Yo, what is poppin', y'all? I am sitting for my MITO red light therapy lamp. Basically just helps with seasonal depression. Not that there's really much new for that. Basically inflammation, so acne, skin blemishes, anything that's like inflammation of the joints. So back pain. How's it going? Oh, 1 second, I turn the volume up. How's it going again? Apologies. Yeah, this is a red light. Basically just helps with like back pain, and like inflammation, and just like overall energy levels. It's pretty. Yeah, it's helps with like energy production of your cells and stuff. It only works for like certain frequencies. This is like a medical grade light, so it's like a kind of expensive, but not too expensive. No, I just have like acne sometimes, and I get like back pain because I do like physical labor. I pull like pallets and stuff. I used to, and like I used to lift up like heavy metal for like work, but not anymore. But I used to do that, and I had back pain for a bit. But I also have like seasonal depression, so I bought this thing for seasonal depression. I like it works, yeah, it works. I mean, I use it mainly in the winter for seasonal depression, but every once in a while I'll just pull it out just to just help with like back pain and like stuff like that. And it feels nice. Helps with energy levels. Yeah, yeah, go for it. It's called. Yeah, it's nice and warm. This feels nice too. It's called MITO. Oh, it's reflected backwards. 1 second. It's called the MITO red light. Go for it. You as well. Take care, homie. Ciao, ciao. No shit. He's just doing some squat. Oh, what the fuck? Yo, what's poppin'? Sitting in front of the therapy lamp. Helps with skin. Not too much. How's it going? Not too much. How's it going? Awesome. Look at this bad boy. It's bright. Oh my god. Are you a dentist? Are you a dental hygienist? Are you a dentist or at a dentist? Uh, dental hygienist? Are you a dental hygienist? Understandable. Christ. I like your green screen. It reminds me of my homeland. It makes no sense. It doesn't need to. Hello. Howdy. I'm just big chilling for the red therapy lamp, and I'm looking to talk about abortion today. What's your thoughts on the ethics of abortion?
I think that abortion, I'm conflicted on abortion because, like, I do think that women should have their own rights, but then I also think that, like, abortion is wrong.
What makes you think abortion is wrong? Oh, your mic kind of cut out. Apologies. Hmm. I can't hear the person's mic. Their mic's just cutting out. It's a real shame.
What up, Rebel?
You, what's poppin'? Just sitting in front of the red therapy lamp and looking to have some conversations on abortion today and the ethics of it. What's your thoughts? Do you think abortion's cash money, not cash money, and why? Hmm. Mic's cutting out. I don't know why. Fucking hey, why does my mic keep on doing this? 1 second, my dude. Sorry. Okay. Hi, friend. Love you. Love myself too. I guess apparently I'm just gonna be broadcasting like this because when it comes down to it, my mic does not want to work. So we're just going to be doing this. This is why I usually use a headset, but I don't know where my headset's at. So now we're just big chill until people want to ask me some questions about ethics. That's what we're talking about today is ethics. Abortion specifically. Do you think abortion's right? Do you think abortion's wrong? Why? Why do you think such things? Do you think such things? We're gonna try to contact this person. Never mind, we're not gonna try to contact that person. Hmm.
I don't even know what to say about this next one. I don't even know what to say. I just know I had to show you. You have to see it because I had to see it. Man arrested for trying to have sex with tree after shocked sunseekers witness him kissing and rubbing stump. It's more than kissing and rubbing. I'll tell you that much. It is more than kissing and rubbing. The man in his 40s was arrested in Salisbury, Wiltshire on Tuesday afternoon. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're saying. You're saying, Kyle, show me that man fucking a tree. Well, you asked and you shall receive. Here you go. Now, they blurred it out. And the reason they blurred it out is because he progressively has less and less clothes on. So he started out normal, then he took off his underwear and his shorts. He still had the shirt on, then eventually took the shirt off. Because, you know, when you're about to get freaky deaky, you want to... It's respectful to be totally naked. You can't be one of those dudes who just takes his dick out through his hole in his pajama pants. That's weird. Women don't like that. And my guess is a tree wouldn't like it either. So here we are. This dude was fucking a tree. Now, the part that gets me, let's say this is your thing, right? Why wouldn't you wait till it was nighttime? Why wouldn't you wait until nobody was around and your freaky ass could get away with this? Why wouldn't you do that? You're just asking for everybody to point at you, make fun of you, record videos, take pictures, go, what the hell is going on here? You're asking for people to call the cops on you, which, by the way, are we sure there's a law in the books that says you can't do that? Because the cops are going to come talk to him and he's going to be like, did I break a law? I mean, I guess the law he's breaking is like being naked in public, right? I guess. But I bet that's not even that much of a penalty for that one, right? So is this dude going to be free to molest the forest and rape the forest on a daily basis? Because it looks like that might be what we're looking at. So here's what they say in the article on this. A man has been arrested for trying to have sex with a tree. They say trying. I don't know. It looked to me like he did it. That looks to me like he did it. And of course, cue the endless jokes like this first person says here. Talk about morning wood. There's a lot of wood jokes going on for understandable reasons. Police were called to the odd encounter in Queen Elizabeth Gardens, Salisbury, Wiltshire on Tuesday as temperatures across the country soared. Members of the public had been concerned about the man's behavior when he suddenly exposed himself and began rubbing his body against the bark. Video footage shows the man kicking off his blue shorts and pulling off his navy t-shirt before embracing the tree. A man in his 40s was arrested on suspicion of indecent exposure, being released on bail as inquiries are ongoing. So the fact that he like stripped down and sort of did it all in one fell swoop quickly, he must have been really horny. He must have been really horny. Look, we got more pictures here. I think that's the same one. This one might be a little different. He seems like he's got the dickage pressed all up against the tree. By the way, it's also a dead tree. I don't know why, but I sort of feel like a living tree would have been even less concerning. It would have been less extreme. It would have been slightly more socially acceptable if the tree was alive, but this is a dead tree. It's your like, not only are you attracted to trees, but you're sort of like a necrophiliac for trees, right? Isn't that the word for being attracted to dead corpses? God, the pictures get worse and worse. They get worse and worse. He had to know people were around, right? He had to understand that there were people around. There's no way he didn't know. One witness said, I was just walking in the park with one of my mates and we saw a man hugging a tree and thought it was interesting. He was doing a lot more than hugging, buddy. We walked closer, and as we did, we saw his trousers down, and this is pure gold. That's why I started recording, and he just started taking off all his clothes and kissing the tree. After I stopped recording, the police turned up and started following the man around, then arrested him. A spokesperson for the Wiltshire Police said a man in his 40s was arrested on suspicion of indecent exposure yesterday after officers were called to Queen Elizabeth Garden shortly after 4:30. He was taken to custody and has been released on bail. So my question is...
Watching a video of a man that fucked a tree.
How many trees has this guy boned in his day?
I know, right?
Because it's almost a guarantee this is not the first one, right? This isn't just something you do randomly on a Wednesday afternoon. It's not like, you know, your whole life you've gone being normal, then one day it pops in your mind like, I should fuck a tree. That's not what happens. So how many trees has he
for this man
previously done this to? How many trees? Is there jizz all over Wiltshire in England? Because this dude has been nutting on him the entire time for like decades and decades. I mean, he's in his 40s, right? He's been around for a while. He's been busting a lot of nuts. Are all those nuts tree bound? Because they might be.
Are all those nuts?
Because they might be.
Huh?
So look, on the one hand, I'll say, hey man, if it was dark at night and nobody was around, am I gonna get your ass arrested for being a freak? No. I think it's weird. I think it's kind of crazy. I think you're a little off in the head. But if nobody was around, there wasn't the potential of kids being there or anybody else for that matter. Nobody was around. Hey man, live and let live. Live and let live. But the most important point in this conversation is whatever happened to crazy, right? Some people are just crazy. If being sexually attracted to a tree doesn't fit that definition, then I don't think anything does. Now, granted, again, you're not hurting anybody. If you were by yourself, that is. Not hurting anybody. But when I see something like this, I think, goodness gracious me, we need a mental health overhaul. Not just in this country, because this isn't in the US, this is in the UK, but around the world. Now, I don't know. I know the NHS is a much better healthcare system than the United States healthcare system here. For example, we have 500,000 people a year that go bankrupt because they can't pay their medical bills. Huge problem. 45,000 people die every year because they don't have basic healthcare. They don't have those problems in the UK. But having said that, I don't know. You tell me. If you're from the UK, leave it in the comment section below. What's your mental health system like, right? Is it the same as, going to a regular doctor over there? Like, can you just go to get mental health treatment from a professional? Can you go and talk about your anxiety or your PTSD or your need to fuck trees? Or is there like a place you can go where that gets handled with the same sort of care as a physical injury would get handled? I don't know. But if not, then that should be on the menu for people. That's why not only do we need a universal healthcare system, we need a universal mental healthcare system. Because you never know what people are dealing with, right? I never in a million years would I have guessed that there's somebody out there who's horny for a tree.
Hey man.
And are there certain kinds of trees he
Tree
likes over other
fuckers
ones?
quite
Like,
literally
does he look at
exist.
palm trees like, oh, not my thing? But then when he sees an oak tree,
Not
he's like,
my
oh,
thing.
any of that respect. If something bad has to happen, it better happen to them. And that was the extent of making a video. Yes, what the hell. Yeah, I'm still trying to do better, bigger and better. I think I'm gonna block comments for a while, just because they're just so annoying. You know, because people are always off the subject. There's some asshole left a comment accusing me of having a moral intuition. And I mean, I've been over this so many times, and it's just so offensive to say that my values are from some sort of intuition. I was born a selfish motherfucker, and all my intuition said was, if something bad has to happen, it better happen to them. And that was the extent of my moral intuition. This is just ludicrous. I learned about reality and acquired an understanding, some of it through a kind of humiliating experience to realize I was such a selfish piece of shit. It was anti-intuitive, the instruction. So fuck you and this bullshit accusation that I'm arguing from some moral intuition. I'm arguing from the simple premise that I have experienced conscious sensation. I know that it can be torturous, and I know through logic that if it's happening to somebody else, the torture, it's just as real as mine and just as bad an event. And I know that, not by intuition, but by acquiring knowledge of the mechanics of reality. So fuck you, and fuck forcing me to have to correct you fuckers. If you're just going to keep lying in my comments, I'm just not going to let comments. Okay, you have to at least argue from rational, fair premises based on what I have said, not your fucking lies. So we'll see how long it lasts. Look, if you have some real comment to make, PM me, and I'll respond to the comments. But I'm not going to let you just post your crap and oblige me, force me to correct you, to correct your lies, and then to allow you to distract conversations into huge long threads on my videos about subjects that aren't on the video. That is just absolute bullshit. So yeah, fuck you, commenters. You have no class, you have no character, and you absolutely suck at making something called a rational argument. So anyway, this guy I imagine does also. So the lovely Carrie McCarpet, spoke to her in a long time. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, she mentioned this guy, and she did that thing where she's very whatever. I mean, it sounds a little insincere to me, but that's just me. Like, okay, well, he makes super videos and he has a super personality, but yes, he's a complete fucktarded idiot. I just don't see any point in playing these games. But anyway, it sounds a little political, I guess that's all I'm saying. The guy's a douchebag, okay? And the older he gets, the uglier he gets. He's losing his cuteness factor fast. And it just seems really quite desperate. I mean, bloody period. It's all, it looks like he's putting on a show, and that's about it. And she said something about him being sincere, which, sincere? Look at his icons. Where is it? Sincere? Oh, exploitinist extremo. Anyway, so we'll play some of this just for the fun of it. I haven't watched it. I think there's a commercial there, so we'll yellow line.
Face Palm Sunday.
Yeah, whatever.
And today we're featuring Freely, also known as the Banana Girl. Probably one of the biggest vegan YouTube channels out there on YouTube.
Yeah, Vitacost, vitamins. Very good.
Before we begin, I want to make it abundantly clear that if you are a vegetarian, awesome. If you are a vegan, awesome. This video is addressing a specific type.
Oh, I hate this jump cut shit. Yes, okay. Why don't you talk really, really, really slow instead of just really, really slow?
Of vegan, those small minority of vegans who have a stick so far up their...
Right. The small minority of vegans who actually have principles and aren't doing it for the show. They actually recognize that sentient creatures being tortured is a bad thing because they understand what brains are. They understand that brains create sensations and that sensations are sometimes quite horrific. And that if you're imposing horrific sensations on something, you need to account for it. And nobody seems to think they do. And that's the big joke here. And it's a big insult to science and biology because somehow these people, like Christians, don't think that that's where they came from, that that's where they were. And if it wasn't for a little bit of education that they got in high school and grammar school and all that shit, they would be dumb animals with ticks on their butt and all this other crap. And they would be suffering just the same. Being smart doesn't give you feelings.
That they think that they're a more moral of a person because they don't...
Well, gee, that's right. I'm more moral than a rapist. I'm more moral than a capitalist. And I'm more moral than a pedophile. And I can go right down the motherfucking list. And it's just a fact. I have better, smarter, more reasonable, sensible ethics. It's just a fucking fact. I'm causing less harm. Now, shouldn't that be in the category of probably something that would be more moral? I think so, unless you're a Christian.
Eat meat. The type of vegan who is so self-righteous in their own...
Again, this whole self-righteous shit. No, they're not. They're pissed off is what they are. Okay, if they have any character whatsoever, they find you people disgusting. You fucking mealy-mouthed, wimpy fucking show vegetarians, even if I don't even know what you are. But you're just so full of shit. Okay, you think it's okay. Okay, you think it's okay to torture an animal. You seem to think there's a difference between a puppy and a piglet. Because you're retarded. Because you're motherfucking stupid.
Delusion mind that they think that they have the right to tell you, a meat eater, that you don't deserve to live.
Yeah, well, exactly why do they deserve any consideration? If they don't give consideration, if they don't give compassion, why should they get it? Why shouldn't some alien species who says, I can do double calculus and I can play triple level chess, so I'm smarter than you, therefore I'm going to pull all your hair out one at a time and, I don't know, slit your flesh up, so, and throw you in some marinade while you're still alive because I want to get through your bloodstream, and then I'm going to barbecue you alive. There, how's that? Why wouldn't we deserve it? We couldn't do any better for the animals we tortured. Fuck, you're just so fucking stupid.
You, as a human being, do not have the choice to decide whether to be.
I mean, this is just idiotic. You don't have the choice. There's no such thing in the first place as choice. There's either you're persuaded by logic and reason, or you're persuaded by nepotism and your twitchy anus.
A vegetarian or a vegan or a meat eater. Rather, you don't have a motherfucking choice.
I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? I obviously chose not to be a meat eater. My brain made a decision. Okay, I don't believe I made a choice in the sense that, yes, the logic compelled me. All right, I was stuck being a rational, logical, principled, non-hypocrite, non-duplicitous cunt. And when I looked at this, the corpse on the table, I finally, lots of times I said, okay, yeah, it's a corpse, but yummy, yummy. And then eventually I wore down and I said, you suck. And you really got to stop doing that. You be bad. It wasn't that hard to do. You suck still. Double suck.
You either conform or, well, you die. Yep.
Well, I don't even know what that means. You either conform or you die. Yeah, well, that's the rules we have for a lot of things. Like if you have a psychotic urge to molest children and then kill them, that's right. You either conform to the fact that we don't allow people to do that, or you die. Okay, so go ahead and do it, and we'll kill you. So yeah, we have standards about some things, don't we? You can drink and drive, right? But if you kill somebody, we're going to kill you, right? Right.
Yes, I know, it sounds a bit over the top. You probably think that I'm exaggerating, that I'm being overdramatic. No.
You're being retarded, because the simple truth is, again, why are you saying you deserve? Why, how if deserve had something to do with it, why would you deserve the considerations you're not willing to give other sentient creatures? Why should you deserve any of that respect? Why should you deserve any of that kind of treatment? Why is your life fucking important? Because God says so? There's nothing in the evolutionary history that says your life is somehow important. Evolution kills things all the time. The natural process wipes things out all the time without deserve having anything to do with it. She's merely suggesting, hey, it'd be really cool if deserve had something to do with it, because then you'd get fucking cancer, suffer, and die, because that's what you fucking deserve.
And no.
So I just woke up and I was thinking about something you said, which I think about